thrashing my travail. In 2017 I was retrenched from Zambit Bank. Before that time, I did not have the thought that the bank will ask me to leave, even in the next 10 years. I overrated myself thinking my services to the bank was indispensable, so sacking me came to me as a big shock. Initially it was easy for me to cope. This was because I had some savings which I kept aside while still working at the bank, but after some months of taking out of the savings without replacement it dawned on me that financial crisis was brewing. At a point I could no longer afford to pay for bus or taxi ride, even to get food to eat with my family became a problem. My landlord, who before this time maintained a very cordial relationship with me, suddenly became very hostile and bitter with me because I was owing him house rent arrears of up to 8 months. It may interest you to know that pride and ego was hindrance to my standing up to face reality. Self-aggrandizement. How can a former big man in the bank stoop so low to engage in petty or menial jobs? What will my neighbors say? What will my friends and associates say? Well, at the end of the day survival instincts has to play a major role. The first step was for me to relocate from Ilorin to Akionagban. Ilorin is one of Nigeria big cities. I worked last at Ilorin Zambit Bank branch before I was retrenched. So I moved with my family to Akionagban, which is about 66 kilometers from Ilorin. Fortunately at Akionagban I was able to get a good school from my daughter class standard schools. My wife was obviously not used to life in the rural area, has to acclimatize, adjust to the new environment. In Akionagban and other communities surrounding the town like Bessie, Ididi, Opanda, Izinlu, Izin and Ala. Between the months of February to June every year is the period of cashew harvest and processing. During this period almost everyone in the area are engaged in cashew business activities. So I started working with cashew farmers. What I noticed was that the farmers were only interested in the cashew nuts while they throw away the succulent parts of the fruit. I thought about this, and then I decided that I will process the liquid into cashew juice. I did it and made a lot of money from the business. Kara markets are where herders sell their cows, sheep, goats and other animals. Apart from the Yorubas, who are predominantly farmers in the town, the House of Fulani, who are herders, are in large number in Akionagban and other surrounding towns. After cashew season, I was now engaged in assisting herders in the marketing of their cows. Kara market is at a IPO. The market is held every 5 days. It is about 16 kilometers from Akionagban. I was able to make money for myself and the business in 2 ways. Firstly, I ferry their cow to the market for them with a Nissan truck I do rent from the owners for fare. Secondly, I serve as interpreter and a negotiator between sellers who are often Hausa and buyers who speaks Yoruba or English. After the bargain and sale I get my commission. Another business that thrives at Akionagban is charcoal production. People from Benue State who relocated to this area en masse because of the strife in their towns are good in charcoal production. So I engaged them to produce charcoal at an agreed amount which I will later resell and make my profit. I also make money from buying farm produces directly from farmers and take to Ilorin to resell. Sometime I move from one farm to another to buy the farm produces. So far, I have no cause to regret relocating to Akionagban. I am now financially stable. I have completed and packed into my 3-bedroom bungalow. I have also added a brand new Venza to my fleet of cars. My bank account balance is at 5 figures. So with this is my sweet story. I have thrashed my travail.